What's for dinner? Hey everyone, I'm Chef Z and welcome back to an all new episode of Chef Z Cooks. Today we're going to be making some carne asada, and let me tell you, this is a very simple dish, but it's also extremely popular. It's a dish that you can make indoors or outdoors, but because it's grilling season, you already know I'm gonna fire up my grill and I'm gonna make this amazing dish. Now, I've also been teasing you guys for like the last few months because I've been making carne asada a lot lately. I like to put it in some tacos or some lettuce wraps. So I encourage you guys to kind of pair it with whatever you're making for dinner or at your barbecue. Another thing I want to note is that the sliced onions in the marinade for this recipe is actually optional. So it's totally up to you. I personally always like to include it. Number one, I love onions. And number two, because I'm grilling this, I like to grill the meat on one side and the onions on the other side, because whenever I serve it, I like to give my guests the option of having it over top, and hint, I always have it on top. So if you want to learn how to make this amazing dish, then just keep watching. Carne asada is one of the simplest Hispanic dishes that you can make, and the key is to use some freshly sliced onions along with some freshly mashed garlic. We're also going to add a ton of freshly chopped cilantro, along with sopita, which is a chicken bouillon cube, some oregano, a tiny bit of cumin, some fresh limes, which I always say it definitely makes a difference. You guys always ask me, is it really that important? In my opinion, yes. But if you have to use the concentrated stuff, listen, I totally get it. So do what you gotta do. You're also gonna add some black pepper to taste. And of course, we're going to finish this off with a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to mix everything until it's well combined. And in this case, because of the meat, I actually had to go in and massage it in with my hands, which you guys know I rarely do here on my channel. Afterwards, we're going to wrap it with some saran wrap, and we're going to let it marinate for at the very least an hour or even overnight. So whenever I'm making carne asada, I do like to prep my grill because I'm actually going to cook this directly on the grate. So I take a napkin, put some olive oil, let it get super hot, and then I go ahead and add my meat. Now, quick tip. If you want to get those beautiful grill marks, I recommend that you lay your meat on an angle, and then after about a few minutes, you want to go ahead and flip it almost so that it's slanted the other way. So think in your head that you are laying the meat down in an X, and that's how you're going to get those perfect grill marks that you see all the time in steakhouses. Now, it's totally up to you how long you cook the steak, because that's going to depend entirely at what temperature you like to eat your meat. I'm someone who likes to eat it more on the medium side, so I cook it about 6 to 8 minutes on each side. And I don't show it here, but it's really important that after you flip it, you do close your grill so that you don't lose so much heat. So as you can see, I am grilling the onions off to the side, and once my meat is ready, I go ahead, take it off the grill, and I let it set and rest. Now don't touch it, don't fuss with it, and let it rest for at least 8 to 10 minutes before you go in and you slice it. Now, depending on what you're eating your carne asada with, depends on how thick or thin you cut your meat. So there you guys have it, my recipe for carne asada. I do hope you guys enjoy. Feel free to have this with tacos or lettuce wraps or even some rice and beans. And until next week, I'm Chef Z y buen provecho. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that bell so that you'll be notified each and every single time I post an all new video. Now, big secret. I post a lot of yummy and tasty videos here on my channel, and you can find a good portion